Welcome to Books on Tap. My name is Kelly O'Keefe and I'm the President and CEO of Book Trust. We're thrilled you've joined us to support our students and teachers tonight and to celebrate our 20th anniversary. We'll be sharing the joy and power of reading with Poudre School District students and Newbery winner, Scholastic, and New York Times bestselling author Pam Munoz-Ryan. And you'll get a special look inside Timnath Beer Works for a behind-the-scenes beer-making lesson courtesy of our advisory board member, Mike Clark. Together with Nicole Walucius, our Northern Colorado Regional Advisory Board Chair, we'll also highlight 3 childhood classics: Giraffes Can't Dance, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and Goodnight Moon. Before we get started, I want to express our deep appreciation for Book Trust's National Board of Directors and the Northern Colorado Regional Advisory Board who helped make this event possible. Special thanks to Board Chair Nicole Walucius, as well as advisory board members Mike Clark, Marianne Fillingham, Heather Gossel, Angie Penland, and Erin Whittington. An enormous thank you to our sponsors for making this event possible. An appreciation to each one of you for joining us, along with those who are hosting house parties tonight. So come along for an evening filled with books and beer. Let's get this party started.
I'm Nicole Walucius, Northern Colorado Regional Advisory Board Chair. It is such a pleasure to join all of you, and we hope you're already enjoying the beer shared by Odell's and Horse and Dragon, along with the bites provided in your book tote. We appreciate Odell's as well as Horse and Dragon for their support. This is a special year for Book Trust as we celebrate our 20th anniversary. Since our founding, more than 9 million books have been chosen and owned by 453,000 students. 9 million books. The seed for Book Trust were planted 20 years ago when our founder Adrian Schatz had the bold idea of ensuring all children have the opportunity to choose and own their very own books. Adrian shared this vision with Scholastic Book Clubs, and so began our partnership and the journey of Book Trust. We have expanded from serving 170 students in Northern Colorado to serving more than 40,000 students across 20 states, from Hawaii to New York. We could not be where we are today without all of you, our friends and family in Fort Collins, who continue to support the seeds of literacy planted right here 20 years ago. For that, we are eternally grateful. As another school year is underway, we want to make sure all Book Trust students are set up to discover the joy and power of reading. But we know the pandemic has resulted in significant disruptions to learning. It is predicted that the reading achievement gap between students in low-income households and their higher-income peers will increase by 25% as a result of the pandemic. Now, more than ever, we must ensure all students have access to books of choice in the classroom and at home. This year, Book Trust is supporting more than 1,800 pre-K to 3rd grade students across Poudre School District, which translate to 1,800 in-home libraries that are a consistent source of joy. As we celebrate our time together, please donate to Book Trust so that we can reach more children and families in the year ahead. I'm excited to introduce our next guest, Scholastic author Pam Munoz-Ryan. Pam is the recipient of the Newbery Honor Medal and the Kirkus Prize for her New York Times bestselling novel Echo, as well as the NEA's Human and Civil Rights Award and the Virginia Hamilton Literacy Award for Multicultural Literature. Her most recent novel is Manana Land. Her most recent children's book, Mice and Beans, tells the story of a Spanish-speaking grandmother who spends all week getting ready for her granddaughter's 7th birthday party. Illustrated by Joe Cepeda, the book is filmed with lots of laughs. We are also excited to share that anyone who donates to Book Trust for this event will receive a copy of Mice and Beans. Please welcome Pam Munoz-Ryan.
Hello, I'm Pam Munoz-Ryan. I'm a writer and children's book author from California, which I'm proud to say is a Book Trust state. I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of Book Trust, an organization that puts books into children's hands, allowing children and families to own and choose their books. What a powerful message that is, to say to a child, this book belongs to you. We can't underestimate the joy that a sense of ownership gives a reader, or the satisfaction of reading your own book again and again. When I was young, I was a clutch the book to my chest type of reader. And if I loved a story, I read it 3, 4, 5 times. Sometimes I read the first sentence, closed the book, opened it up, and began reading the first sentence all over again. When it comes to books and having the luxury of having them around you and at your fingertips, familiarity does not breed contempt. When it comes to books, familiarity breeds mastery. I love Book Trust's proclamation that literacy is a human right. Their and your efforts are making it possible for children and families to exercise this right, to claim it. And that right becomes license to worlds other than their own and to opening their eyes a little wider. We are all in this together. Those who write and illustrate the stories, those who publish the books and collaborate with literacy advocates like Book Trust, and you, the reader. This program makes books available to children who might never visit a bookstore or for whom visiting a library is a logistical challenge. Book Trust attempts to ensure that the neediest children are not excluded from privilege. Thank you to my publisher, Scholastic, for its partnership with Book Trust, and to all of you here this evening. Happy reading, and cheers!
Thank you so much, Pam, for joining us tonight. I can't wait to share Mice and Beans with my 2 children. It is such a pleasure to join all of you, and we hope you're already enjoying the beer shared by Odell's and Horse and Dragon, along with the bites provided in your book tote. We appreciate Odell's as well as Horse and Dragon for their support. Books on Tap has been a Northern Colorado tradition for years, and what could be better than books and beer? Well, maybe a cookie. We all know if you give the child the opportunity to choose their own book, chances are they're going to fall in love with reading. That's what Book Trust is all about. Do you remember your favorite childhood book? Or the first book that really made you fall in love with reading? For me, it was The Little Engine That Could. I remember reading this book with my grandmother over and over, and her repeating, "I think I can, I think I can." This small statement has carried forward with me my entire life and career. Tonight, we invite you to pass on the love of reading to students across Northern Colorado. With your support, we can ignite the joy and power of reading for each Book Trust child. We know that when students are given the opportunity to choose their own books, they in turn become more motivated readers, setting them on a path to success in the classroom and beyond. Please support Book Trust this evening by clicking on the donate button on the Books on Tap landing page, which you are on as you stream this event. And thank you for a generous donation from Encouraging Educational Excellence Fund at the Community Foundation of Northern Colorado. They will be matching all donations to Books on Tap up to $35,000 to support the students of Poudre School District. So your donation of $100 turns immediately into $200. You have an opportunity to double your impact. Please don't miss out. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you my fellow Northern Colorado Regional Advisory Board member, Mike Clark, and his friends at Timnath Beer Works. Sit back and enjoy a lesson in craft beer making. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Mike Clark. I'm a member of the Northern Colorado Board for Book Trust. I got involved with Book Trust because it focuses on the exact same principles that our Family Foundation does. I am one of the co-owners of Timnath Beer Works, which is where we are today, and we thought it would be a kind of a cool thing to show you guys the actual process of how a beer is made and all the way till it's served to you in a cup.
First step in a brew day is to get the mash going, and this is essentially where you combine the malted grain and water into a mixture that will convert the starch in the malt into sugar through an enzymatic reaction. essentially you crush the grain over in the mill room. It opens up the grain body to the starch inside, and then you run it up the auger, mix it with hot water, and stir it up really well. And after that, you let it rest and let that reaction convert the starch into sugar. So this is the kettle, and inside here we bring it's called wort. It's essentially sugar water that we get out of the grain up to a boil, and then we add the hops. The hops add bitterness as you boil them. That balances the sweetness from the sugar. And once the boil's over, then we'll pump it over to the fermenter.
Everybody have a great night, and cheers.
Thank you, Mike, and everyone at Timnath Beer Works for a behind-the-scenes look into your brewery. My name is Carly Musso, and I'm the Senior Development Director here at Book Trust. We are so appreciative of all our teachers across Colorado who make our program possible, especially now ensuring their students have the opportunity to choose and order their own books, whether they are in the classroom or at home. It's a testament to their determination and investment in their students' love of reading. In turn, your investment in our program brings literacy and its magic to our students and their families. There's no better place to share the gift of literacy than Book Trust. As Nicole shared, thanks to a generous donation from the Encouraging Educational Excellence Fund at the Community Foundation of Northern Colorado, they will be matching all donations to Books on Tap up to $35,000 to support the students of Poudre School District. Donate today and double your impact by clicking on the donate button on the Books on Tap landing page, which you're on as you stream this event. Up next, we'll go into classrooms across Poudre School District and see our program in action. Join me for this special celebration of books.
Andrew.
Yes?
Here's your book. Last Book on Earth.
Yes! Yes!
This is our box of books, and guess what's in here? Books for all of you to take home and keep forever! So we're going to go ahead and get these passed out, and then Mrs. Anderson is going to come around and take some pictures of you with your books. You will get to keep these books forever. So what you need to do when you get your book is you need to open it up inside to the first page. You're going to find the first open blank page, and with a pencil you're going to write your name. So when you take it home, you know that it is your book to keep for one day. No. 1 week? No. How long? Forever! You get to keep it forever. And if you decide you're done with it, maybe you can find a friend that you can share it with after you have it at your house for a while. So are you ready to see your new books? Yeah. And guess what? These people who are watching us on the video, they help get us these books, not just today, but every month. These are your September books. Guess what? In October, you will also get books, and November and December, January, February, March, April, and May. All of kindergarten. So can we say thank you to our Book Trust friends? Thank you! We love you, Book Trust.
We love Book Trust in the school because obviously it's such a generous offer for the kids to be able to pick out their own books. They get to pick books that are interesting to them. So they value their books and they take care of them because they've chosen them. We also love them because they get to pick books in both English and Spanish, and being a bilingual school, that is a wonderful thing for them to have. And then also that just encourages the love of reading, and they love books. They take care of their books and they love reading because it's their own books. So thank you so much for donating and helping us Book Trust for our students to be able to have their own books.
We love books!
Oh, good morning, Miss Carhoffer. We have an exciting morning this morning. We have our Scholastic books from Book Trust. All right, Miss Carhoffer, here you go.
Can you pass them out right now? Probably.
Awesome. How exciting.
Oh my gosh. We've been waiting for these, haven't we? Okay.
I love witnessing the excitement and culture of literacy that Book Trust brings to both classrooms and home. There is truly nothing better than watching a child fall in love with reading right in front of your eyes. As all of you know, there are certain books from childhood that stick with you for the rest of your life, which is something you find out once you become a reader. I can still recall falling to sleep with Goodnight Moon, and when I read this book to my 7-year-old last night, I was passing on that legacy of treasured memories to her. The telephone, the hairbrush, and the cow jumping over the moon bring to life a story I cherish to this day. That's the magic of reading, which each one of you can pass along to Book Trust students every month of the school year. Before we say goodnight, I'd like to take one more opportunity to thank our sponsors and mention again the match opportunity offered by the E3 Fund at the Community Foundation of Northern Colorado. And I'd like to thank all of you, our donors, supporters, and longtime champions of the joy and power of reading in Northern Colorado. Your continued support and dedication to Book Trust means the world to us and has been an inspiration for 20 years. Please consider making a donation by clicking on the donate button on our Books on Tap event webpage, which you're already on as you stream this event. Help us bring a little bit of magic to students across Northern Colorado this school year. Despite challenges the pandemic continues to present, Book Trust continues to deliver. One of our teachers summed it up so well. During a year that was uncertain and felt isolating for our students, Book Trust was a little bit of magic. Thank you for joining us, be well, and wishing you all a good night.